Okay, it's Wednesday 16th of November, I believe. Hang on, whoa. Look at the smartwatch. Yep, Wednesday 16th of November. It's just after 9 o'clock. It's under 10 degrees, feels cooler in the shade, but the sun's out at the moment, beautiful sun. So I'm happy, you know, I'm down on the allotment again and I'm happy. Yesterday, was it yesterday? Yes, it was. No, it's day before yesterday. I'd explained it yesterday. Excuse all the lorries going past. Another oil lorry. As I mentioned, we don't have gas up here, it's only oil. Can you hear my Robbie? My little Robbie friend. I don't know if Robbie's moaning at me or saying what a good job I've done, but as you see, I've trimmed the top of the hedge. I want the growth to go into the bushiness, not the height. So all these gaps in the spring start to fill up. You can see there's a branch there coming, that's what I want. These ones, I want all of these to keep growing so they fill this gap up. And new buds, of course, new, just there, underneath that one, just there, there's a little branch coming. I want all the growth to go into those. You can hear Robbie, where is he, or she? Can we have a vote on whether it's a he or a she, please? If you're a robin expert. Where are you, Robbie? There, you're over there. I can see the... There you are. I can't see if you can see him. He's just above... Oh! He's gone. He'll be back. Doesn't like me pointing. Alright, what else did I do a couple of days ago? Well, I emptied all of this compost bin. This was all of the... this stuff, this is all from the pond. It's all the weeds and brambles, nettles, all from the pond. So that's all in one big bin. What I did find was there's a huge amount of very dry stuff, very dry. I need to moisten it up, so I've lifted the top off for a little while to let it soak through, and then I'll cover it up to overwinter. And this has now become my leaf bin. As you see, there's still plenty of room. Oh my god, there's so many leaves in there, you wouldn't believe it. That's going to be my 1 year leaf mulch. I'm not going to do a 2 year compost. I've got other things going for 2 years. What I need is a mulch, not a compost. And the mulch will go around all the things I'm planting, and to act as a barrier for moisture to be retained and to hold it. So that's what I really need. This soil is so dry it just drains away even after a rainfall. Yesterday I had a doctor's appointment a long way away, so I took a few hours in the morning to come down, and I weeded underneath the kale and a bit around the spinach, not too much around the spinach but enough, and I took all the lower leaves off the kale for the overwintering period. If they're going to touch the ground, there's a chance they're going to rot, get disease. So I took all the lower leaves, and I got a good crop out of it as well. Some of the leaves were already yellow, and they went into the wormery and the compost. But a lot of them were really good. Now, members of my family have guinea pigs and rabbits, so I did take a harvest of the better leaves from the kale and some of the spinach, washed them at home, and took them with me to the doctor's, from whence I went to the family home and passed them on to the owners of the piggies. It was about 2 to 3 kilograms. 2 to 3 kilograms of fresh kale, which they chopped up and put into the freezer. I mean, they were spending 75 pence, I think it was, or something really ridiculous, for a 250 gram bag of kale. Now you work that out, that's 150, that's nearly £3 for a kilogram. So that saved them near enough 10 quid. in animal food, and that will last them a good couple of months because you only feed a certain amount to guinea pigs and stuff. Right, so my job today, I forgot what I came down for. Oh, I got a few more bulbs in the post, the last of the bulbs. These are to go into this patch of the, I don't want to tread on the carpet I've laid down here because there might be croaky things under there. The last of the bulbs will go in a little row along here, and these are natural UK daffodils. They're smaller and not so brightly coloured as the Dutch bulbs that everybody knows and loves, but I felt it was nice to have a traditional area of natural UK plants in the centre of our wildlife pond. What else am I going to do? There was something else, I forgot what it was. Later on I'll bring the strimmer down when the sun's dried off the ground a bit, but at the moment it's just little jobs, little jobs, just keeping everything going. A little bit of weeding. I mean, the weeds will creep up on you, as you can see from the rhubarb patch and the onion patch. The grass is beginning to come through, so every so often we'll come down, spend half an hour just taking out some of the weeds. It doesn't have to be done all at once. I mean, the whole point of this is to enjoy it, but I'm really impressed with that look. What I may do is, how do I feel? I may take the entire thing off and just hoe the lot, and then replace, as you see what I did with here is I put some little flower pots down, cover the end of these things so they don't keep poking a hole through. This doesn't tear, but it would be nice not to have it too ripped up for the years to come. What's that? Oh, fly. Bye, fly. So yeah, but that's a lovely view with the sun on it. It is. I'm so content down here at the moment. It's there's nobody around. Nobody comes down and disturbs you. Things are growing. I mean, people's allotments don't look this good at the beginning of the growing season of spring and summer. So to have all this green and have it all looking so healthy, I love it, I really do. I wish actually now I hadn't covered this. I wish I'd put out more stuff on here. There's so much else I could have put in. I could have put in more field beans or other green manures, or even more crops. Could have put overwinter onions, cabbage. I'm not a cabbage eater, but I've been looking at recipes and I might become a cabbage eater. Alright, that's it. I'm going to go and do some work. Maybe I think I will take all this off and I'll get to hoeing. I'll have a good hoe around. What I also may do is harvest some of the leaves off the beetroot, and some more leaves off the spinach as well. Some of it I can put into salads, have a little salad now and again, and the other I can freeze up and do for stir fries and things. That's what I'm going to do. Speak to you later. Bye. It's funny, my hands are so cold at the moment, just from a few minutes being outside. It wouldn't register on the screen. There we go. This is what the plot looks like with the cover off. It will be alright. The spinach won't be affected too much by that resting on them. But cauliflowers, lots of cauliflowers. I might need to thin those out or transplant some at some point. They don't like being transplanted, I don't think. These are the shallots. Interesting to see that some didn't. There's bare patch there, so obviously that didn't work. Is that them there? That looks like it there. That hasn't gone. But yeah, there's lovely shallots. There's the beetroot. There was a courgette here, that's why there's a gap. These are turnips. I think there's one missing here. So there's that one. Yeah, oh no, that might be it here. Or is it? No, that's that looks all weed. That can all come up. So this one didn't take down here. Oh, is that it there? That's it there, I think. It's been washed out, perhaps. Anyway, so I'll carefully weed around what looks like turnips. And, God, that's speckled, isn't it? The donated leeks still doing well. I make some lovely baby leeks when they stop growing. This will be the bed. I'll put some, this won't be used much. There'll be some spring onions in here soon. They're just germinating now back at the bungalow. And here's the garlics. Garlic bought for growing, and shop garlic. As you see, shop garlic is really doing well at the moment. So all this second layer here is shop garlic. First row bought for growing. Second row is shop garlic for cooking. Interesting experiment. There we go. Right, I'm going to hoe. The only other thing I'm going to show you before I disappear off and hoe is I'm sniffing because my nose is starting to run. You didn't want to know that, I know. Look at that beauty. Look at that. Now, as you know, I've been doing after my tool episode. I've been. I did say I'll be buying one tool a month. Well, I don't have a proper one of these at the moment. The cheap one I had when I started the plot, which was a donation, broke. The only other one I've got is this one. You can stay in there now. Which is really bendy, not much good for the job. So that is a beautiful tool. It will use this handle. All I need to do is pop this off here, whack it on there, and I've got myself a little hand tool with 25 years warranty. Lovely. Wolfgarten. That was £13, by the way. You'll expect to pay about 30% less than shop prices, but something with a 25-year warranty, £13, can't go wrong. You won't ever need to buy another one unless it gets stolen or lost. Heaven forbid. Right, I'm going to go and hoe. Maybe I'll let you watch for a while. I think I only managed to hoe 3 cauliflowers. All good, right, that's it. I might have a tidy up, just look around and then go home. I'm cold, my nose is running, and I don't want to ruin my experience. I'll probably come back down later, do some more, have a look around. I love it. What can I say? It's Thursday, and it's been raining quite steadily. Hang on, whoop. There we go, nice steady rain. It's been raining quite steadily all morning. Nothing like really torrential, but very steady. I've just had a call from a neighbour down on the allotment saying that the allotments are flooded and the water is lapping up my shed. So I'm going to walk down and have a look. Going to be wet. Let's go. As you see, this definitely isn't just an allotment thing. It looks like the whole of the village has become flooded, and that can only mean one reason, and that is that the water drainage system has failed. So let's get down the allotment and we'll see what we can find. The allotment is that fence just there. As you can see, as we approach the allotment gates, the whole of this road is flooded as well. So it's definitely a problem with how the water's draining away. And just looking in the side streets here, see? There's a drainage ditch around that farm, and it really is just not going anywhere. here we are 3 hours later, and the pond is back to normal parameters. Whatever caused that mini flood obviously cleared very quickly. Within, you know, half an hour, the roads were clear, and it didn't take long for the pond to recede and all this water to disappear. Now the question is, the only things here that were growing is grass and the bulbs underneath, and I can't, it looks like the grass is still coming through in tiny places. Whether I need to put more grass seed down will remain to be seen. It's not a problem, I can still have loads, and it's unlikely to have damaged the bulbs. No, I don't regret taking out the pond edge. I think it looks beautiful, and these occasional floods are going to have no impact on my growing at all. In fact, I think it's just excitement and character for my little empire here. Pond looks dirty and cold, but the flood will do it the world of good. It will refresh it, wash the silt flat, wash out any other stuff, and yeah, love it. Exciting. The only thing I'm worried about is I left on this bank lots of places for newts and frogs and toads to go to sleep, and of course all that was underwater, so I hope they're okay. Didn't drown in their little beddy by sleep. But yeah, that's it. Excitement over. Back to a pond. And there's the rest of the allotment untouched. Not a single seed was damaged in the making of this video. It's a grim day. It's Tuesday. It's about midday. There was a sharp ground frost a couple of nights ago, and a smaller frost, an air frost I guess, last night. It hasn't affected much for me, but a lot of other people have said their flowers are dying off and stuff finally. What do you want? You want to go out? You don't want to go out because it's wet, and you know you don't like the wet. Do you want to? Look, I'll open the door for you. There we go. Off you go then. Do you want to go out? No. Didn't think you did. Yeah, so it's raining now, so I've just come back from allotment. No, so I haven't come back from allotment. I've just come back from the doctor's, and I had a bit of a health scare. Cholesterol is way too high. Now, because of my social anxiety, I haven't really felt like going to the doctors for an annual checkup for the last few years for my heart condition. I've stuck my head in the sand and I've hidden because of my breakdown and all the events of family breakups and stuff. So I've been out and well, I've not been going to the annual checkups, and unfortunately I finally decided, as I'm, you know, allotment and things is helping me improve my mental health, so I decided to go for this annual checkup, and it's not good news. Too long sitting around and having comfort food and biscuits. Cholesterol is way too high, which for a normal person it was too high, but for somebody with a heart condition and scarred arteries and all sorts, it's way too high. So strict diet from now on, so lots of vegetables. There's an irony.